Are you selling as many homes as you would like? What if I told you that the key to selling more was to actually not sell at all? As confusing as that may sound, that's the topic of today's video, and we're going to do a deep dive. Here we go. Hey everyone, Kevin Smullin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies. If you're brand new to our channel, welcome. We're glad you're here. Welcome to our corner of the internet. What we're doing is we're helping real estate agents just like you be more effective in their business by implementing business systems, things that make them way more efficient at what they do so that they can get greater results and work less. Down in the description below, you're going to find a link where you can go and download our top performing Facebook ad templates. So go check that link out. You'll be glad that you did. Now, today's video, we're going to be talking about selling and why I believe the answer to selling more is to actually not sell at all. So it goes like this. If I were to break down some of my greatest skills as an entrepreneur about serving the clients that hire us, it really has nothing to do with sales. In fact, kind of my standpoint is if you were to ask me, I would say I'm not a great salesperson. I don't think I'm good at talking people into doing things they don't already want to do. Right? There are people who are fantastic at it. I'm just not one of those people. Maybe you can identify with that. I don't know. But my experience is anytime I hop on a consultation or a Zoom meeting where people want to find out more about our services and what we do, the more I try to sell them, it just doesn't frankly go very well. And I've also noticed in the years of working with people that the people that I actually did talk into working with us who weren't quite sure, they ended up being not great clients. I wasn't a great fit for them, and they weren't a great fit for us and what we want to do. And so, what I've noticed is kind of this paradox of, for me, because of my personality and who I am, that the more I try to sell, the worse it actually gets. I've found that I am a great teacher. See, back in part of my career, I used to work for a company that did a lot of cold coaching and consulting and training for real estate investors. That's a large part of where a lot of my real estate background comes from. And so we had our sales department. They were telephone sales, and they would jump on the phone and they were closing. They were closing these sales that were where people were paying 20, 30, 40, $50,000 for some of the educational services that we offered. And my job with the company was I hired and trained all of the educators, so all of our people that did the training, the classes, the one-on-one work. My job was basically teaching and working with the teachers to make them better. And that's why, again, my skill set is teaching. That's what I feel that I'm exceptional at. I would tell you, it's one of the things I think is my superpowers. But when I jump on the phone and try to sell, it just doesn't go well. And so, really, the message that you want to take from this video is this clip that I'm going to play for you right here. So, this clip that I'm about to play for you, it's an interview that I did with one of my clients. Actually, several years ago, and she has one of the best lead follow-up sequence, or one of the best lead follow-up processes I've ever seen, and that's why I was interviewing her. Was just getting an idea of what it is that she does to follow up with her leads. Why does she have such a high conversion rate? And as I was thinking about this paradox of to sell better, actually don't sell, this clip came into mind. So let me switch over to this. I'm going to play it for you, and we'll just kind of go from there. So here's the clip.
So that's one thing that's big is spend the time to review the script, spend the time to learn the verbiage, the language. But I love the word help. How can I help you? How can I help you find a home? How can I help answer your questions? How can I help you get qualified? How can I help introduce you to the right people along the process? Because nobody wants to be sold when they answer the phone that first time. They want help. And the faster that they feel like you really are there to help and to serve them, the faster they're going to feel comfortable with you on their side as their advocate and as their trusted advisor. So,
Isn't that awesome? Like, I got thinking about that, and it just put this whole concept into my head that people want help. And I have found that when I take that stance of hopping on a consultation of having a sales appointment, that when I take the stance of how can I serve somebody, how can I help them get the best result, whether that's my products and services or it's not, um, it's just a better phone call and a better experience for everyone. And so if you're having a hard time selling because it just doesn't feel natural to you, this is the approach that I would advise you to take. Is you want to be taking the advice or the approach of how do I serve somebody? How can I help them get the best result? How do I give them the information that they're looking for? And when you take that approach, you'll notice that a lot of people's defenses come down because they realize you just are there to help and to serve them, right? It kind of makes me think of that scripture that says that he that is the greatest is the servant of all, right? And I find that to be true, not just in a spiritual sense, but you'll find that the more people you take that approach of just wanting to serve and to help, um, that you're going to get a lot more of what you want because they're going to hire you. They're going to want to work with you to get your help, whether that be to buy, to sell, or whatever the case is. So that's the first part of it. But then the second part is you just, kind of the big picture from a marketing perspective and from the real estate perspective is that we work in, real estate is just a very competitive industry. It's just an industry where there's lots of agents, there's lots of competition. And to a large extent, the general public views real estate agents as they're all the same. So it's just this thought and this concept of how can I really establish myself as the premier person in the industry? Well, as we're talking about giving a level of service, the good news is most people out there are lazy. They want to do the least amount possible. And so by being this service minded person, you're going to come up with ideas and concepts that the average agent doesn't even do. But let's also just go a step further. Did you know that you can also use AI to help you with this? So let me show you how that works. So I've got ChatGPT here, and let's just put in a basic prompt. I am a real estate agent, and I want to serve buyers and sellers at a level that most real estate agents don't. What would you recommend to help me stand out from the competition? Again, nothing crazy, just a simple prompt. And again, you may not love all of these answers, but there's going to be some powerful ideas in here that will absolutely separate yourself and make it so that working with buyers and sellers is just so much more enjoyable because they're going to love what you're doing for them. So this talks about being obsessively client centered, ask better questions, create a client experience, personalized service, master the market better than anyone, leverage modern marketing, be available but set boundaries, create a referral worthy experience, closing gifts, referral program, educate and empower your clients, build your authority online, um, using client stories, giving value, market breakdowns. Again, any of these types of things are going to help you isolate and separate yourself from the competition. Again, the great news when we talk about doing this kind of service is that most agents want to do the least amount possible. If you want to stand out, be crazy, go overboard. What can you do to absolutely serve people at the highest level possible? And you will have a never ending stream of people who want to work with you. And this is how you can really sell without selling. The beauty of it is it's just serving and helping people at the level they want to. And if you can even exceed that, all the better. You're just going to get more and more business. So that is today's video. Just kind of some thoughts and ideas that have been going through my mind, but incorporate that into what you're doing. Use the word serve. How can I help you today? How can I serve you today? What, can I get you the right people, the right information? Being that kind of person is just going to help you be what people want so that instead of having people put their defenses up, they're going to be welcoming and feel comfortable to ask you those questions. So if that was helpful, take a split second, click that thumbs up button down below. That helps us tremendously. Also, if you're interested in our marketing services, you want help being able to stand out from your competition and marketing that sets you apart, we are the people to help you with that. You'll find a link down below to schedule a consultation, and we can show you what's possible through that. We would love to help you and serve you at that level. Other than that, that's it. Make it a great week. Keep crushing it in your real estate business. If we can help, let us know. We'd love to do that. Otherwise, we will see you on the next video. Take care.